Divas, how you doing? It's your girl Grace, aka Facequizite here. So today I'm going to be testing out some Doris Michaels products for you. If you don't know about Doris Michaels is a makeup, it's a cosmetic brand for women of color, and it is something that you can pick up in your black hair beauty store. Those are the kind of places where they sell it, I beg your pardon. They also have a website which is www.dorismichaels.com. I'm not sure if you can purchase these products on the website. I'm not 100% sure, but I will check and I will put it in the description box below. Excuse me. But yeah, Doris Michaels approached me, and they wanted me to try out some of their products, you know, and let me know what they thought. Sorry, let them know what I thought about the products. So they sent me this translucent powder. They sent me a cream to powder foundation, which looks like this. Of course I used it today, so it's all messy. Anyway, it's got a film on it, but yeah. Cream to powder foundation, though it didn't set from cream to powder, it's just a cream foundation as far as I'm concerned. It's not a cream to powder. You would need a powder to set it. They sent me this also this pressed powder. I put my oils on it, so it's a bit messed up now, but I really love this actually. I love the color. So they sent me that. They sent me this eyeshadow this mini eyeshadow palette. This freaked me out when I saw the size of the eyeshadows. It really did freak me out, I'm not gonna lie, because I thought, well, how am I supposed to work with that? They're so tiny. But surprise, surprise, when I actually started working with them, I was in for a pleasant surprise. And you will see in the next section of this video. They sent me this blush, which unfortunately for me was a bit too dark, but you know, I made it work, you know how we do. They sent me this blush bronzer light, so I used it as a kind of a highlight, just a little bit on my cheekbones, as you can see it there. It's nothing too, you know, it's not beaming off your face, because I'm not for that. I don't like those kind of looks. There's a time and place for that. That's, you know, for high fashion, but on a regular basis you don't want your face just beaming, do you? So they sent me eyeliner and mascara. They sent me 2 lip glosses, one of which I've used as a lip topper today. These two right here, which are very glittery. I absolutely love them. They sent me 3 lipsticks. You're gonna see all these in the testing, don't worry. They sent me some pencils as well. They sent me a black pencil, which I used to line my eyes, and they sent me this pencil, which is called a lip liner. They say eye and lip pencil, but it's a lip liner because it's a color blackberry. I'm not gonna put that on my eye, on my brows or my eyes. The only place I can use it on is my lips, so that's what I used on my lips. What else? But that's it. So I wanted to test out the products. I didn't want to use anything else. So if you feel like my face is a bit is lacking definition today, it's because I didn't do any highlight and contouring, because I just wanted to make sure that all I used was Doris Michaels. I didn't want to go and use something else, and then, you know, it kind of messes with the products that you're using because you're mixing something else with it. I wanted to see how Doris Michaels worked on its own, and you know, I'm really happy with it. I was actually quite shocked, quite impressed. I don't know why I always assume, it's terrible, I always assume that, you know, like if something is not pricey, as in cosmetics especially, that it can't possibly be good. But I was in for a pleasant surprise. I mean, look at my face, you know, I'm rocking everything Doris Michaels apart from my eyebrows and my lashes, because they didn't send me anything for that. But from my foundation to my eyeshadows to my lipsticks to my powder, blush, everything is Doris Michaels. Okay, so you know what, like I said, you know, Doris Michaels is a cosmetic company that caters to women of color, and you can purchase their products in your black hair beauty stores. You know, you're not going to find them in departmental stores because they are not the high-end brand. You know, they are more affordable. They're more of the affordable brand, and like I said, you can get them in your, for those of you who stay in the UK, I don't know if they sell Doris Michaels outside of the UK, maybe in Africa, I don't know. You might need to check their website for that, and I will put that in the description box below. But yeah, for those of us living in the UK, you can pick this up from your hair and beauty stores like Pat Cosmetics, for example, you know, or you know, if you have a local hair and beauty store around you, just go in there and play with some of their products and see what you think. You know, purchase a thing or two, they're quite reasonable. Try them out and see what you think, especially those of you who are students who perhaps cannot afford the higher brands. You know, this is a good alternative. It's quite affordable, it's not going to break the bank, and you can get a lot for your buck. So so that's it. That's what Doris Michaels is about, really. That's, you know, they cater to women of color. You can get them in your hair and beauty store. They're very reasonably priced, and they have sent these products to me to try out and see what I think, which is what I've done. So when you see me, I started off with a black wig. Divas. You know, I felt like rocking black, but then afterwards I thought, nah. Actually, the truth of the matter is I couldn't be asked to tongue that black hair, so I just put this on. It was easier, in case you're wondering. Hence the Goldilocks. Goldilocks is back, y'all. So anywho, enough of all that, divas. Let's get into testing out these products. Let's see how they work. So you're gonna see me use it from start to finish, like from foundation, everything you're gonna see. So if you want to see how these products work, then let's go, divas. Right. So I'm looking a bit weird because I already prepped my you know, prime my face, prime my eyes, did my eyebrows, and it always looks a bit weird that way. So the first thing I'm going to try is the Flawless Finish Cream to Powder, which is a foundation. That's the only one I was sent. Yeah, I hope this color works for me. And it came with a sponge, so I'll probably just use that sponge. Came with this sponge. Let's see how that goes. Gosh, this is quite so this is the foundation. Don't worry about the color. It looks a bit orangey on my face, but that's because I didn't see the products first. I was told to go on the website, and they had some references like MAC, NC this, and Black Opal, you know, that they grouped. So you go and choose the one that you felt was closest to, well, they told me to choose the one that I felt was closest to my skin tone. That's how I choose my foundation and powder. So this is it. Aside of the color, yes, it looks a bit orangey and all that, and that's because it's really not really my color. But I guess if I'm going to set with, because this is what I normally do, I like to set with my Studio Fix powder. So this is a pressed powder, so I am going to just set with this and then highlight with the loose powder. How about that? Let's see how that goes. That way we get to test out both products. And again, I'm going to start off with the sponge they've included, and if I feel like that's not giving me what I want, then I'll use my powder brush. But I'm trying to stick to their stuff. Yeah, just off this set, basically. See, I can't see how that goes, which is the thing. I don't think they have foundation in this the powder color. I wasn't putting it out. I'm not trying to get this perfect or anything, I'm just basically trying to set. And now what I'm going to do is take my powder brush and dust off any excess powder. I do this because I don't like my eyeshadows to shine. I can be a bit oily at times. When I use a pressed powder first, it soaks up the oil and it helps me set, you know. I'm not this light, let me tell you. If you see me in real life, I am not this light. But I've got a lot of light around me, so it makes me look lighter. It makes the products look lighter. So, yeah, just so you know. A bit of powder. So I'm just dipping my powder, my powder brush into this loose powder. Sorry, I don't want it to spill. And I'm just gonna... like so. So here is the base done, foundation and powder, and so far so good actually. I don't have a problem with this product. It covers well, you know, I'm happy with it. So far so good. So let's try out the eyeshadows now. Let's see how they play out. Now, there is one problem with the eyeshadow, and that is the size. They're quite tiny, and of course they came with this sponge applicator, which is all well and good, but for people like me, I like to use a brush. So let me see how if I can get my brush into this. They're quite pigmented actually. Ooh. Well, I'm trying this for the first. Oh wow, they are quite pigmented actually. The only problem is the size. They're quite tiny. Okay, there's a mixture of matte and I just quickly oh, I don't know if you can see them, swatch those. So okay, let's do it like this. I'm gonna take this orange right here and I'm going to put that into my transition, and I'm going to use a blending brush. Not bad actually, divas. Interesting. I'm quite impressed. Okay. You go with your bad self, Doris Michaels Cosmetics. Not bad, not bad. Now I'm going to take this second colour next to that orange, and that's going to act as my second transition colour. Is it dark enough? No, I'm not going to use that actually. That's a shimmer colour. Okay, let's just go straight in with that brown then. How about that? That dark brown right there. That's going to be my next transition colour. And I'm going to put that on the outer V and then pull it into the socket. These are not performing badly at all actually. Oh wow, I'm quite surprised. Do you see that pigmentation, divas? And it blends really well. Surprise, surprise. Okay, right, now let's add a little bit of black. You don't? Oh well. Look at this black, people. Oh my god. Yeah. Even some blacks in expensive palettes do not perform as nicely as this. This is quite black. This is quite black. And once again, blends nicely. Interesting. Don't forget, this is not a tutorial, divas, before you start judging me. This is us testing out Doris Michaels products, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna take two colors for my lid space, just for the sake of it, just so we try as many colors as possible. So I'm going to take this pink first, and I'm going to put that right here. In the center of my lid. Look how thin it is. I think I've got that anymore. on my lid. That's why I haven't thought that. Look at that. Oh, I hope I think the light is washing out the colour. So I want to go in to that purple now. This purple right here. And I'm just going to overlap that a little bit between the pink and the black. This is for the sake of trying out all the colours. I just want to try out as many colours as possible on the lid. Is this purple performing as well as the pink? Yes it is. I think it's just because half is going over black and half is going, but you can still see it, you see. Okay, because I need to get into that little corner, let me try this there thingy. I don't like it, but I'm going to use it anyways. Do I want this colour? Do I want the other one? I think I'll go with this one. This little one right here. And I'm going to use this sponge tip applicator. I'm just going to put that in that inner part of my eye. It's kind of blending right into my skin. I thought it would show up as a pink, but not so. Unfortunately, there's no colour for me to put on my brow bone here. If you're lighter than I am, you can go for maybe that one. I can't. So it's going to look white on my lid. So I'm just going to use the powder on my lid. The pressed powder that I've got on my face. I'm going to use that on my lid. On my brow bone, sorry, not my lid, my brow bone. Now I'm going to line my eyes, and I'm going to use the Effects 3D Max Perfect Definition Liquid Eyeliner. Looks like this, and it's got this tiny, hang on a minute, brush. Now I prefer my brushes a little bit thicker. I find it difficult working with these, but then some people prefer these. So I'm going to line my eyes, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to do it off camera, or not, but I'm going to have to bend down and get really close because I can't control these tiny brushes. So I really have to get close to my mirror, so bear with me. Sorry divas. Oh no! So that's the eyeliner. I actually quite like this. I'm quite impressed because there's a lot of eyeliners I don't like out there. It's dry and it's black. Now I'm going to line my waterline using the black pencil. You know, this is like a screw top. It screws up and down, and it is black. So just smudging it on the back of my hand because it's never been used, it's new, and I'm just going to line my waterline. I'll take this white in the corner, this one there, and I'm going to apply that right there. I'm going to apply, it's the Doris Michaels mascara with fibre for longer, fuller and curvier lashes. Water resistant black. So this is supposed to be water resistant, which is good. It means if you cry, it's not going anywhere, it's staying put. I think I have residue of glue on my lashes. Didn't realise it, but now that I'm applying some mascara and it's just messing about, I think I have some residue of glue. Let me show you what this wand looks like. Can you see it? That's one side. Can you see it? It's kind of flat and curved, which is a good thing. I really like that, and it is quite black. You see? So, you know me, I always wear lashes, but we're coming to that. Unfortunately, I can't contour and highlight because they didn't send me any of that. They sent me these two blushes. They're not my colour, but I'm going to work with them for the sake of this video. I'm going to use that as a highlight. So they sent me that, which is, let me see, is it meant to be a highlight or blush? Blush Bronze Light. And then this one is Cheek Blush Passion Lights. that one right there. So let me try that with a clean brush and see how it's let's see. Oh, I knew it. It's a bit dark for me. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix it with that blush. You know the one I said I was gonna use as a highlighter. So I'm using it very sparingly because it is quite dark for me. This would be gorgeous on somebody that's got a really deep skin tone. Oh my god, it would look absolutely stunning. I might use it on my client that's coming this afternoon actually. Next, we're moving on to lips. So I'm grabbing this lip pencil that was sent to me. Blackberry it's called. It looks like this, and it also has like a sponge tip end. So you could smudge, you know, if you want. If you want to smudge that lip liner. I'm just going to... This is a really good lip liner. Really good, and it's nice and soft. It's really nice and soft. Like this. And I'm just going to use that end bit to kind of smudge it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. I was sent 4 lippies, and so one of them is this one, which is like a goldy. It's a nude brown, but it's okay, let me... You see that? Can you see that one right there? So that, I'm going to assume that's a concealer. It has a consistency of a concealer. These are the lipsticks. This is LP19. Let me just swatch them here. Ooh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Ooh, I might wear that one now. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's LP19 right now. Ooh, I love these colors. This one is LP15. Oh my god. Oh, Doris Michaels, these lippies are the ish. Look at that. Do you see that? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And last but not the least is this. Ooh. Oh god, I love this. Oh my god. Those are the 3 lippies they sent me. I wish there was one nude in there, to be quite honest. I can show you guys, but you know. Those are fabulous. Do you see that? I think that is absolutely stunning. See, they're very, very similar. So that's the second lipstick, which is LP15. The first one was LP9. And the last but not the least is this LP06. It's more of a reddy one, so I don't know if I want to wear red lipstick on pink and purple eyes. So I might just apply this to the center. Like so. Yeah, I think that's much better. Let me put on some lashes and I'll be right back. Okay divas, so yes, I decided to change my hair. I wasn't gonna do black after all, so yeah, flipped it. The joys of wigs. But anywho, you know, I was showing you the lipsticks. I showed you the 3 lipsticks, but I completely forgot about the 2 lip glosses that was sent to me as well. So they sent me Pink Passion and Brown Rocks. So let me swatch these quickly. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna take off my lipstick and show you this on my lips. What is worth doing at all is worth doing well. These glosses are quite sheer and glittery, so I personally would wear them more as a lipstick topper, to be quite honest. But for now, I want you to see how they look on their own. So this first one is Pink Passion, which is this one. Excuse me. Oh my god, look at that, gorgeous. I left some of my lip liner on because, you know, my lips, I can't wear anything on my lips without liner unless it's a liquid lipstick. My lips need definition, otherwise they look humongous. Oh, this is very pretty. I would definitely wear this as a lipstick topper. Look at how shiny and glossy it is. And that, my darlings, is Pink Passion. So I wiped it off and you can still see some sparkles on my lips. That's how glittery this lip is. And this Brown Rocks is no exception. It's packed full of glitter, I think, or maybe not. Let's have a look. Oh, this is gorgeous. This will look really nice with a brown lip liner, but I don't have a brown one. And because I don't want to reach for anything that's not Doris Michaels, so I'm gonna have to work at this blueberry lip liner. Well, hello darlings, what say ye, what say ye? This is Brown Rocks Divas. Nice. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to apply it on top of the lippies. Watch. But yeah, divas, what do you think? Anyway, zoom back. Let me zoom in a little bit. I think I might be too far. I don't know. But yeah, divas, this is it. This is, well, testing out Doris Michaels Cosmetics. As you have seen, I've used it for everything on my face. Hence, no highlight and contouring because I didn't want to reach for anything else. I just wanted to use stuff that they sent me, and they didn't send anything for highlight and contouring. Though I have used this blush bronzer light, you know, on my cheekbones a little bit, just to make it pop somewhat. But yeah, this is it, divas. I like it actually. You know, it works. It's not the best I've used. It's not the worst I've used. And if you consider the price, you know, it's a win-win, really. Everything on my face is Doris Michaels foundation powder, and I like the way it's giving me a subtle glow. You know, when I initially applied the foundation, it looked a bit yellow, but that was because I chose the wrong color. But I didn't have the opportunity to try it before. I just chose the wrong color, and that's what they sent to me. But I managed to make it work with the powder. Everything on my face, foundation, powder, the eyeshadows, which I was very surprised about the way they blend. I mean, I was quite impressed. I mean, these things are cheap, but look at the quality. Some of the more expensive stuff that I have, in terms of eyeshadow, even foundation, some of them are so great. There's a particular brand for, I mean, maybe they've improved now, but they are for black skin, and I tried them some years back. I mean, to be fair, it has been a good 5 years or more since I tried it, and I was so disappointed because it just looked great on my face. I bought it in Selfridges and I paid a lot. It looked nice under the lights in Selfridges, and when I tried to wear it at home, it was just grey. This is a high brand, it was rubbish. But look at this. This is Doris Michaels. This is something you can pick up in your local hair store. Look at it on my face. Are you going to tell me this is not nice? Then you would be lying. The only thing that's not Doris Michaels on my face is my eyebrows, because I wasn't sent an eyebrow, so I used my Brow by Benefits. Is it Benefits? Yeah, Benefits. Sorry, my camera cut off. But yeah, so like I was saying, on my brows I've used Brow by Benefits in number 5, because they didn't send me anything for my brows. But other than that, everything on my eyes. Oh, apart from the lashes as well, which I also ensured was something I got from a black beauty store, nice and cheap. This one is called Victoria's Lashes, and I paid $3.99 for them. So everything on my eyes is cheaper than drugstore, if you like. Cheaper than drugstore. So yeah, this is it, divas. My verdict, you can't go wrong. It's a win-win. It's a win-win, and I like what I'm seeing. You students out there that you don't have too much money to spend on makeup, but you still want to buy good makeup, I would suggest you try out Doris Michaels. No, I have not been paid for this, just so you know. I have not been paid. This is not a sponsored video. Yes, they did send me products, but this is not a sponsored video, so don't think I'm saying nice things or just because I'm getting some money. No, I'm not. And you saw me use it. This is it. This is it, divas. This is all Doris Michaels. Lips, eyes, mascara, eyeliner, everything. Doris Michaels, apart from brows and lashes. Okay, divas. Let me know what you think in the description box below. Do you think you want to try this out? You know, I highly recommend it. I mean, look at my eyes, they're popping. This is Doris Michaels, though. Nothing expensive. See me. Hey, see me. See me. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Anywho, divas, that's it. I've tested out Doris Michaels. You've seen it. What do you think? Put it in the description box below. Go to your local hair beauty store and check out Doris Michaels. Play around with it. You know, buy maybe 1 or 2 things. Try it out. The lipsticks are so creamy, as you've seen. You know, the eyeshadows were surprisingly pigmented and very blendable. I was quite surprised. The only issue I had with it was the size. I didn't like the fact they were so, you know, all tiny. But once I got it on my eyes, they performed really well, as you can see. Yeah, look at the eyeliner. I couldn't believe that either. That eyeliner is on fleek. It's black. It does its thing. When I saw the mouth, or what do you call it, the brush on it, I was a bit scared because I don't like those. I find them too flimsy, but strangely enough, I could control this one, and it was, you know, it had enough control. It was firm and it did a great job. So, but yeah, that's my verdict. I like it. I think, you know, you should try it out. I do recommend it, yes. What do you think? Try it out, let me know. Create some looks with it, tag me on Facebook and blah 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 blah. But anywho, divas, until next time, stay fabulous, stay on fleek. Remember, Jesus loves you, and I, Grace Facequizite, love you too. Don't forget to follow me on social media. It's at Facequizite on all my social media networks. See you next time, divas. Love you loads. Bye. Bye.